choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
What amazes me is how anyone could have that kind of power and yet keep it hidden all this time.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Arise. Last time we were on our way to the inn. I believe this is the right street. It is. Go me. So we're gonna go rest because apparently no one's going to mess with us. I'm not sure I believe that. But you know what? That's what the plot wants me to do. And I'm going to be obedient.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and... That's plus 16. That needs... I don't have an Inferno thing? Are you serious? Interesting if these are upgrades, but... Oh, that's a... Oof? Interesting we can refine stuff. I still need, like, other stuff for it. That one just needs winged gauntlets, and I could get to a lot higher. Did I just make that? Is it because it's equipped? I can't make something else out of it? One second.
I'm
Poor Alvin is trying so hard to talk, I just won't let him. Yeah, this is happening a lot where it's like you can refine, but I've been selling my weapons because I didn't know this was a thing. Whoops. So I need Grouper Flood. Blackthorn is what I currently have, but I also need a Lizard Fin for it. But that is a lot better. Oh, I need so much money. For some reason, I misread this as feline bottom. I was like, oh my. I love that Nature's Beauty 2nd edition. So what I have right now, Radiant Light. Interesting, okay. Yeah, I've just gotten rid of all these. I didn't know I was supposed to save them. Because, like, now I know I should not be selling these, so I'm going to try not to. Armor seems relatively safe to get rid of. Oh, that's actually better.
Just how well balanced this thing is.
Alright, we'll go ahead and... Nope, I would like to save, please. Not save, I would like to equip. And I did notice that there was new armor for him. Anthony, what do you got, Mr. Man? Yeah, you're the accessory person I never mess with. So there's an item shop in here. I do probably need to buy stuff when I get the chance. After all the damage done in Ring of Alamacia, it's only right we look after citizens who lost their homes. Okay, so that actually says that some of the right wings are actually decent people, which I'm glad to see, for sure. When I was little, I had burned down with my home. Thought I was gonna die in the streets. Oh, what little I had? I completely misread that. Why? That's why I'm so grateful we're able to stay here. It really saved our lives. That's what makes the dragons such good people. When I grow up, I'm gonna join them too. There's our item shop. So we have 8 life bottles somehow. Just gotta keep just ahead. Oh, and we need to start being able to afford lemon gels as well. My god. I've heard you could actually make money by, like, fishing and selling the fish. I'm actually curious. How much do fish go for? Is fish a material? I just need to find... Okay, the flatfish. Like, I mean, on the one hand, I guess, yeah, these are not, like... These are free to get. It's not like you're having to spend money to fish them up, but that's not really a great way to make money. Yeah, that if worse comes to worse, I guess that's an option, but that seems like a really bad option. I'm gonna need money to stay at the inn. I just like spent. Oh no, I actually sold stuff. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Have you gone up past Akfotal Hill before? You should. Great fishing was found in both lake and ruins. We lost our home. Everything's gone. I know. The house used to fight with the Rena. It's not all bad. We didn't see the day we won, and that's worth celebrating. There's people resting upstairs who lost their home. Try and keep it down while you're here. Those Rena stooges ran with their tails between their legs. Once all the mentors out of the picture, these the bright eyes will finally be over. We gotta stay alert. Let our guard down so we finally capture Almadria. Are you the place? You won't stay if you like, but suppose you trouble while you're here?
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second
figured.
that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
Well, not only that...
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia.
Yeah, you had to claim to be winded to get even like a slight rest, and then we got attacked by the hunter guy. I would not be able. I mean, at the same time, I don't know that anyone's really that big a threat to you. Okay, there's still.
Where are you going?
You can use your voice, Elfin.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
Did she just send us to her room? I think she did.
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
Odds.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
That was a little weird, I'm not gonna lie.
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
I mean, honestly, does it matter that we know its name? If only we'd be able to finish Almeida off. Maybe we'd be able to think all this other fighting, don't you think? Yeah, we don't be taking naps without everything being so damaged. Don't say anything too loudly. If you're talking like that, you'll be in trouble. Okay, so not everyone supports them. But they're definitely, like, it's interesting that they are very, very much, sort of writing them as a, like, decent group. I'm guessing they won't let me into the palace. Okay, here's my prediction of what's going to happen. We're going to take care of Almeida, but then we'll come back and they basically set themselves up as new lords, which Shion won't give a shit about, but Alphen will be like, yeah, no? Like, Alphen is trying to make sure that no one is oppressed, and I don't think he's going to care if it's Danon oppressing other Danons, or Renans. Right now, the Darkwings are being, like, decent. Not good, but not to the point where we can openly oppose them. Stay away, come on the altar. There you go. We're going to first Azul to travel with caution. Yeah, especially since I'm using a different character. Oh, wow. That's some cool, like, oh, the Valley of the Four Winds? Is this like an Oriental-themed area? I mean, not really. It doesn't look like it to me.
Ah, got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hoodle, don't get blown away, okay?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
How do you count them, though?
Indeed. Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from
Oh,
squabbling
that makes a
over
lot of sense. Actually, that's
resources.
cool.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
But. I'm learning more about, like, the way Ren's set. Oh, hi. I almost missed that guy, just, like, sitting there. Oh, wait, you?
Oh?
Oh, is the foodie again?
Yes!
I remember you. The young woman who's always starving. I haven't seen you since we last met in Elden Menancia. You're the one who's always hungry?
Very nice.
I most certainly did. Glad we could cut to the chase.
Is that so?
This is Gordano. Dana in search of new recipes.
You don't say.
That's a fine quest to embark on, if I do say so myself. My name is Dohalim, kind sir. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
How?
Oh, the Lord of Eliminatia? It's an honor. Your beef stew is absolutely exquisite.
I see.
You honor me. But how did you come across the palace's top secret dish?
Hey!
Right. Stumbling for lettuce, apples, and lemons. Yep.
Sure.
Nice work.
I'll give the recipe and people find me right away.
Very nice.
What is it though? Like, I'm not enough of a foodie to know what those bees can buy.
Yes.
It smells just as divine. Now let's see how it tastes. What is it? Tell me what it is. Oh my god.
What?
Exquisitely bad,
What?
that is. I sure have all the recipe for the so-called vitamin smoothie to the letter. Taste for yourself and tell me if you're still confident in your concoction. I mean, to be fair, we shouldn't be making a smoothie in the middle of a dust bowl.
I don't believe this.
All right.
I see a small warning affixed to the bottom of the recipe. We made it dry from veg only, recommended for Springs dieters only. The others should just add fruit juice for flavor.
No.
Yeah, did you process only the lettuce? Did I ask you to prepare apples and lemons as
Sure.
well? Okay, this was a stupid warning level that tiny.
Really now.
I am glad that there's still like a little bit of like
Yes.
mockingness, you know, towards people who aren't law. I always get a little annoyed whenever just one character becomes the butt of all the jokes.
What?
Comparatively speaking, of
What?
course. When I first heard about it, it made me think of what I saw in Menazia. Race of fruit and vegetables, and reminded me of Danans and Rins living together. I thought this recipe might capture such harmony.
Very nice. Yes.
Okay, I'm tired of voice acting this, I gotta tell you. No, lazy, I'm like, I'm sick and tired of
Well,
reading
that
you.
was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
What is that ring of rocks over there
I'm
for?
so glad they're addressing
They
this.
don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't
Wait,
claim
is
to know
Lenegis not the
everything
Renan
about my own
homeworld?
kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point, they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
Actually, I guess that may... Yeah, Litigus is like the ship they came in order to invade Dana from. If I remember... Oh, I can't see them. Because you've got, like, the big circle, which is Rinna, and then the little circle, which is Litigus. I remember now. For some reason, I thought that, like, we were just on Dana, and then there was a circle above, but then I looked up.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
Wow!
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my
Are you saying
training.
her makeup is bad?
And
Looks
here I
fine to
was
me.
trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
I think Hoodle's hungry.
Funny. I could have sworn that was your stomach making all the racket.
Man, I do want to get into a fight. There's just so much stuff going on.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with
Suffice
that.
to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Can you do it in real life too?
Get tired?
It's actually really telling. It's an interesting thing that happens with like military personnel or with, you know, in order to like keep themselves in a regimented and ready to go mindset.
Hey, are we gonna get going or what?
Shut up, Law! They very much will like have a exacting standard when it comes to personal like cleanliness and hygiene. Even when it doesn't actually make a logical difference, they just are very, very, very big on we need to always have like a standard and sort of like a Christmas to us. From what I understand, I've never been in the military.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Eat this!
Oh, wait, what? Why am I...
The power of light!
Your reflexes will not serve you well.
Anything in armor is all mine! I'll crush you!
That's odd. Why is it starting with Law, or starting with Kisara when I said it's a Law?
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Resonate with the earth! I'm on it! I'll end here!
Lightning! Down go!
On guard!
I'm on it! Deity! Can you take it?
Going in!
Begin! Strike! I'll run you through!
On guard!
Will you stop moving around?
This one's mine! Ready! Tiger Blade!
First strike! Watch this! Resonate with the
Going in!
earth!
Pierce the evil! Let's give it a whirl! This one's mine! Going in!
First strike! You're
Going in! This one's mine!
Marksman
handles it! This one's mine!
Oh my god, keep moving around and keep seeing me anyway.
Elusive deity! I'll make you! Benediction light! You're done! Heal. Look sharp. Take it. That's it. Far enough.
Mega Ray!
First strike. I'll end you.
Make it
I'm on
rain!
it.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
There we go. Okay. Not bad for my very first long
I need
encounter
to be
ever.
stronger.
I am curious, why the hell... Okay, that's why, Okay, cool.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Tiger Blade! Take it! I'm also good with airborne targets. I never miss!
Eat this. Can you take it? I'll run you through. Talent Hurricane. Tiger Blade. I'll finish you here and now. I'm on it. You're done. Talent Hurricane. Elusive deity. I'm on it. I'll run you. Tiger Blade.
Primed and ready.
Elusive deity. I'll run you through.
Out of ammo.
Talent Hurricane. Eat this. I'll end you. Talent Hurricane.
We may get out of this alive after all.
Stay calm. Things are looking bad.
Okay, I actually really like Law, I gotta say.
Kikara, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life. And done. Resonate
Let's
with
keep
the
up the
earth.
pace.
Stalagmite. I'll end you. Talent Hurricane. First strike.
Do it! Jolene!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
That's the one thing I kind of regret is I don't have Rinwell in the party. Rinwell's like my favorite character. I don't have her in the active party. I'm already missing her. But you know what?
That shining foe over there.
Oh dear.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Eat this.
Benediction light.
Eat this.
Airborne Beast. My special. Going in.
I'll run you through. Can you take it? Light freeze. Why can't they just sit still?
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Sure you survived it.
Much obliged.
Too fast. Stand back. I'll trip it up. Eat this. I'll run you through. Can't get out of this. Thankful resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Will you please go down, Law?
First strike. I'll end you. I'm on it. I'll run you through. Elusive deity. Eat this. I'm on it. Resonate with the
Oh, stop trying to do that one.
Eat this. I'm just getting started. First strike. Thankful arrow.
Going in.
Resonate with the earth.
Take this.
First strike.
Annihilation.
I'm on it. You're done.
A lord's power never ceases to amaze me.
The former lord. I'm as regular as the next man.
Yeah, the next man who used to be a lord.
You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I'm not usually given to restraint.
Sometimes I believe you're stronger than you let on.
I'll run you through.
Can you take it? Flaming meteor!
First strike.
Going in.
First strike.
Hear my call.
Crescent move.
Spread. Glacial Spear. Here's the evil.
Resonate with the earth. Eat this. You're done.
Where are you going?
Tiger Blade. You're done. Talent Hurricane. Can't get out of this.
Punchy
Eat
leg.
this.
Going in.
Elusive
Excellent, here we go.
What do you think you? I'm ready.
Tiger Blade. Frozen.
Hammer.
This is one of my favorite one of Kizara's one where she just like picks up a big old block of ice and smashes it onto someone.
So I still had room to grow.
Well, I love you're just like, I'm just a normal person, whatever. Oh, I actually got better. Amazing.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are.
That's far enough. Eat this. You're done.
This one's mine!
First strike. You're done.
Where's the shot?
Talent Hurricane.
These ones can run rings around us.
Thankful
Look
arrow.
sharp. Here's the evil.
Elusive deity. You're done.
Piercing roll!
Here's a healing arc.
I can carve through walls.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Nothing gets by me. Not in your dreams. Countertop field.
Eat dirt.
Time
I'm
to
on
die.
it. Talent Hurricane.
This one's mine.
I'm on it.
Tiger Blade.
Almost. Too slow.
Excellent.
I'll run you through.
Now I'm real mad. Eat this! I'll run you through! Begin! Hurricane!
This one.
I'll crush you!
I always do that entirely too quickly, but I don't want to, like, forget and miss it.
One deadly strike, just as ordered.
Hello, guys. I realize I'm doing a lot of fighting this episode, but you know, we haven't actually had fights in a bit.
Then get out. Talon Hurricane! Denied! A new melody.
Going into dual beyond.
Begin! Elusive deity! Begin! We got fires!
I've got it. Let him start handling.
All yours! That frickin' does it! Here I
Whoa, 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 fuck, 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 fuck.
Here.
Tiger
Enemy
I'll take you all on. Ha!
I haven't seen this before.
Flare the Malita!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
This one's mine.
Eat this!
I can't heal you forever.
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No
What?
sooner said than done.
Oh man, we have gone through a ton of healing.
Run you through! I'm on
This
it!
one's mine.
Can you take it? Take this!
Going in.
I'm on it!
One more.
I'll run you
Tiger
through!
blade.
First strike!
Shot.
I'm
One
on it!
more.
Deity! I'll run you
This
through!
one's mine.
Eat this! Bring it! Go here!
Yeah,
How
Law is
much
like really
longer
fun.
will our healing arts last?
That's a very fair question. I think that's a campfire down there. So we will head down there first. I think that'll probably be a good place in the episode when we get there. Once we get through the cutscenes that will necessarily come with it.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
I would let. Why is it one campfire we got to ever let me actually do this? I can go back to the ranch.
I feel all bent out of shape.
I know what you mean. Hard to settle down after seeing all those ruins.
We fought hard to help liberate the people of Dana, but every realm we've been to along the way could have easily turned out like this.
When powerful forces collide, the destruction they leave gets that much worse.
So we've been lucky things haven't turned out worse up until now?
Regardless, I don't want to see this realm get messed up any more than it already is. We have to capture this lord ourselves no matter what.
Whoa, wait, capture? What? We have not been capturing lords at all?
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear,
I mean,
we're
I
not
don't
your
think he
servants,
is,
Dohalim.
like, doesn't
Got
understand that.
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Just be usually
Looking
perfect.
at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big
Oh, I
purchases,
definitely
though.
do.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't
What?
think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed, it is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
Yeah, that's the big
You must
point.
understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across
You
this
could have
item
still
again.
said something, though.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Oh my god.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for
Or
our own
just
good.
talk to each other. Like, I think that's the real takeaway.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Can he
Just
actually
as
break
Danan
himself?
see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim,
You definitely
You
have like
didn't
a
differentiate between the deaths
or
of Danans and the
martyr
deaths of
complex.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Man, I was really hoping Ridwell would like change and adjust a little bit after running into the Dark Wings and seeing like, oh, this is like what hatred of Renans gets you. The hell's a dark mark? I don't know what once remaining means.
This shall suffice. Please, everyone, have as much as you like.
I mean, oh, this is tough. I really want to spend time with Rinwell because she's my favorite character, but no, I'm going to talk to Dohalim. We haven't even really had a conversation with him yet.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
Oh, really?
But
That's
even
what
so,
determines it?
You still took your job as Lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. I do believe it's about time that I retire.
I do like that, like, they're
Shall we
doing,
get
they're doing a
moving?
good job. I mean, on the one hand, I think Dohalim just constantly apologizing for not, you know, the way that he was is going to get a little frustrating. But I do also like the fact that, you know, it's not just like, okay, he's part of the party now, we've all forgiven him, and just move on from that, because that would have been 1,000 times more annoying. However, I'll go ahead and end the episode here. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. I will see you next time. And as always, be awesome.